Amir is here to visit us for a week.
I missed you too.
Why did you scare me?
Y'all supposed to be scaring Daddy, huh?
I saw you in the thing. What's up, man?
Hello, Ram fam. My name is Alexander Lee, son of Tawana and Amir Lee. I have two brothers, Kamal and David, and a little sister, Zendaya. Today I'm going to be talking about how my life as a diplomatic child, how I've dealt with it in the past. Well, before all this, I used to cry because my dad would leave for such a long time, and I didn't know when he would come back. But now, this current time is normal. I get used to it. Being separated from my dad, it's no different than when I was young. It's hard being a diplomat because it's hard to establish good friendships because you always gotta move to different places. Me, I've been to 3 different continents. I started school in 3 different continents. Switzerland in Europe, Burkina Faso in Africa, and then here in the US, all in the same year. I like Europe because it was cheap, people are kind, and there are fun things to do, but it's also cold. In Africa, it's hot, but there are people who look like me. Well, that's all I have to say. Subscribe to my mom's channel.
I think you might be the first kids to actually start school 3 times in 1 year on 3 different continents. That's kind of impressive. I don't think many people can ever say they did that. So just go out there and crush it.
Hello. My mom asked me to give some tips for teens and children how to deal with separation, parent separation. I'm guessing due with like military jobs and stuff. And for me, it's easy knowing that for me, my dad's safe, so I know like nothing will happen to him, or it's a very unlikely chance that something will happen to him. So that thought's out of my mind. I know for some kids whose parents are active duty, that might run through their mind. And for that, I think you should distract yourself with whatever you like. Music, sports, video games, whatever you like. I think that's what you should do, and you should keep doing, and you should distract yourself with friends and stuff, but still check in with your parents however many times a week, a month you want to. Just keep the thought of them being hurt off your mind. Also, I know for some kids it's easy if you talk to your siblings about it. I know that works for a lot of people. For me, I don't feel that comfortable doing it, but I know that it works for a lot of people. I know it works for my little siblings. They like to talk to me about it, so I talk to them about it to see how they're feeling. So that, I think that's the most helpful. I mean, there's not that many tips because every person varies. But for me, and I know like the people around me, they all pretty much do the same similar thing because my parents do the same jobs as theirs.
Hello. So it's my turn to talk about how I get through military separations. And yesterday was Military Spouse Appreciation Day. I didn't really pay attention. It's just another day to me. And pretty much that's how I get through. Every day is just another day. I'm bundled up. It's like 50 something degrees out here, but I'm a person who I can't take the cold at all. And it's shady out here. Whew. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. How do I get through military separations? I'm not saying that I recommend this to anybody or that it's the best. This is just what helps me. I just tend to just turn on the robot. I'm a robot. Every day is what it is. I have a routine that I follow. We get up, we do certain things. I check off my list. Certain things got to be done. It's just that. That's what I do. Things got to be done. I do it. There's no emotion until there is emotion. When the children are doing certain things, or certain things happen to the children, or I've just had enough. There's a buildup of not being able to talk to my husband, or when communication has broken down with my husband. If I'm not feeling heard, or not being validated, or there's been conflicts between the children and I. Most of the time, it's the oldest and I, because he's got so much of both of us in him, and I have one person that I talk to, and otherwise it's my husband. And he's made it clear often that that's not what he wants to talk about. That's not what he wants to hear. He doesn't want to hear all the bad reports, because it's hard enough doing his job away, and all the things that he has to deal with that sometimes he can't share due to the sensitivity of what he's doing, or just maybe because he thinks that I don't understand. So I'm just straight robot mode, no emotions. So when we are together, which is very rare, my husband has been deployed or TDY, far more throughout our marriage than he has been with me. And so trying to be together and turn the emotion back on is very difficult. And during this coronavirus, while we are geographically separated, and I'm trying to be emotionally invested with him and trying to reconnect with him, it's extremely hard. So I continue to just be in robot mode. It is said and it is written, that your children can feed off of your emotion. I'm not sure if I hide it well. I know that there are times when I don't respond well because stuff is built up. And so they get a lot. They get a lot of inappropriate reactions and responses out of me. It to them, it could be like, "Dad, Mom, all I asked you was, can I get some more food?" And now I'm flipped out about other things that I probably have piled on about what they may have done earlier that day, or maybe even throughout the whole week, that I just decided not to say anything about, or things that may have not been them. It could have been them and their dad and whatever, the neighbor or soccer or school, whatever. So I guess we all have to try to find the right balance, but that's pretty much how I've made it through. My husband is, let's see, 1998. Is this his 22nd year that he's going into? I can't do math right now, y'all. I think this is in his 22nd year. And we got married in 2001. So it's been a long time. And so that's how I get through the military separations, is I just try to go emotionless and just do what needs to be done. So that's my input. Let me know how you do.